Looking forward to another one of these, where we take products and brands that we're quite familiar with here in the UK and compare them to the same product or brand elsewhere in the world to see how the recipes differ.
I love how you say the UK as if there's a FK as well.
UK. So under cloche A, we have a version that we're familiar with here. Lift the cloche on this one.
Oh, okay. 7-Up.
7-Up. So an American brand.
Lemon and lime, soda, fizzy.
Absolutely.
I have never really known the difference between 7-Up and a Sprite. I think they're the same thing.
Because there is the challenge, isn't there? There's the 7-Up challenge.
No.
What's that?
Can you drink a whole can without burping?
What? And what do you mean?
Quickly, can you neck a whole
Yeah,
can?
surely. Am I doing it?
Yeah.
Quickly.
Yeah, like kind of down it. And then no belching, please. Keep going.
Oh, it's there. It's there.
So serious
Oh
on
my
his face.
God!
Oh, the eyes!
Please be sick to your right if you are. So 7-Up, an American brand, but this is also the version we're familiar with here, a carbonated lemon and lime
I'm right, thanks.
soda.
Cheers. Great. For the format. Lovely.
That is a really nostalgic taste because it's not lemonade.
No.
There's more to it than lemonade, which
Lime.
is probably the lime.
It's been around for 95 years, but the 7-Up in India has been around since 2016, so we're talking just 8 years.
Oh.
It is a masala soda. Still the 7-Up brand. Nimbus, which is lemon. Masala soda.
So what's the masala part?
Masala is spice, isn't it?
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
What the? That's not 7-Up at all.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Oh, wow. First of all, it's barely carbonated.
You could drink a whole bottle without,
I could,
without
yeah.
burping, couldn't you?
Try that challenge.
The smell, there's definitely some spice.
It's silky as well when it's finished. It's probably more syrupy. And yeah, it's a cinnamon.
A hint of masala. And obviously masala means mix or a mix of spices. So it doesn't actually say, but it's designed to give it a unique chatpatika taste. Nimbu, which is the Nimbu's name, is the Hindi for lemon.
Okay.
And it is actually made with real lemon juice as opposed to a lemon lime extract, plus the addition of salt. So it has some salt in there as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
It feels more sugary on the teeth.
So per 100 grams, a lot more sugar, although less overall because it's a smaller portion size.
7-Up is a basic drink. One I would only order when I'm desperate and I'm really, really thirsty. This feels like a bit of a treat.
Well, I think it's super refreshing.
Really refreshing. I really, really like it.
Real lemon juice, that little bit of salt, which again, if you're thinking like electrolytes and what your body's craving when you're hot and you're sweaty, that really helpful.
That's brilliant.
And the little bit of the pinch of masala is delicious. You've now got to make a decision. Do you prefer the nostalgia of the one you've always grown up with and loved? Or take a trip to India with the 7-Up masala soda?
I've got a feeling my relationship with 7-Up now will haunt me for the rest of my life. So let's start afresh.
Ebbers?
I personally, I love the new soda, the masala soda.
It's a full house. That is absolutely brilliant.
Should we try another? Okay, the second one. Have a look at our UK version.
Yes!
Of which there are many types already in the UK.
There are
Four fingers, 2 fingers,
there are a number of celebratory ones, but
chunky.
Yeah, exactly. The
Peanut
ones
butter.
that
Peanut
keep a
butter,
caramel.
white.
Yeah.
but the classic 4-fingered Kit Kat. We're going back to 1935.
Have a break, have a Kit Kat. That is such a classic slogan from the whole time that I've been alive.
There's a certain way to eat a Kit Kat.
No, there is just nibbling one.
End. No. Take off the ends, eat the sides, and then enjoy the middle.
Bizarre. For those who haven't had a Kit Kat, it's milk chocolate put into shells that a little wafer then goes into, multiple layers, covered with chocolate, so that wafer is enrobed.
Who hasn't had a Kit Kat?
Who hasn't had a Kit Kat?
Comment down below.
Yeah.
Let me want more engagement. Comment down below if you've had a Kit Kat.
It started in the UK, but it is a brand that has travelled the world. It began as Rowntree's Chocolate Crisp, then it became Kit Kat Chocolate Crisp in 1937, and after World War II, they dropped the Chocolate Crisp and it was just
Kit Kat.
Yeah.
So that's the classic. Let's lift the cloche on Kit Kats from around the world. Specifically, Japan.
Yes!
Oh, I've heard so much about these.
I bought a multi-pack of
Did you?
Kit Kats when we went to Japan. I bought a massive bag, had 100 of them. It was like 20 different flavours.
So Kit Kat first moved to Japan in the year 2000, and I believe they started with matcha, which is that one, a matcha Kit Kat. But to date, there have been over 300 different flavours. And unlike this, which is like a lunchbox snack, kind of have a break, every tea break needs a Kit Kat, it's classic. In Japan, they're more of a gifting market because the new flavours come around so often that you kind of want to gift these new flavours. So we've got a few here you can try. Matcha, the classic. We've got chestnut. We've got sweet potato.
Cherry blossom?
Raspberry.
Oh.
We've got whole grain wheat.
I mean, we've got to try sweet potato Kit Kat,
I'm
right?
trying milk tea.
I think I'm going chestnut.
Sweet potato is white chocolate.
So's the milk tea.
So's the chestnut.
Cheers.
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 Oh,
Very fragrant as well.
really, mine's really fragrant.
It is chestnutty, but it's almost a cross between peanut and lentil.
Mine's mainly milk with a hint of Earl Grey.
Obviously, milk tea, a massive thing in Southeast Asia.
You know what really annoys people?
Matcha, the classic.
I'm not sure I enjoy this one.
If you remember when we were there a few years ago, focusing on sake, they even had a sake flavoured Kit Kat.
And so do they keep these in production all the time, or are they like special editions?
A bit of both, in the sense that flavours like the matcha, which is where it started, and so many of them are commonplace now. What I find amazing is Kit Kat is very similar to the phrase kitukatsu, which is a Japanese phrase for you will surely win. And therefore they are a gift of good luck and almost always given to students before exams or before graduation,
Interesting.
because it is a sign of good luck, because Kit Kat or kitukatsu sound similar.
For me, it changed the purpose of a Kit Kat completely. With it every time, you don't know what you're going to get. They're all delicious. They're all very sweet because they're all white chocolate bases to carry the flavour.
To be fair, they do dark chocolate Kit Kats as well, 7% cacao. They've also got things like taro and melon flavoured, but they also do banana caramel and cheesecake. So there's a real mix match. And if you think of coming up with 300 flavours, they've pretty much done them all.
So the question for ourselves here is, would you prefer limitless amount of flavours or the original?
Or the OG Four Fingers.
That's always been in my biscuit tin, and it has to remain there. I think I'm going to stick with the OG.
I mean, it transcends generations. Grandparents, parents, us and kids, they all love them.
I'm going to keep with the flavours.
Oh!
I'm going to keep with the flavours. I like experimenting.
Did you have a particularly favourite flavour?
The chocolate orange one was great, but that's not very experimental. The sweet potato one I really enjoyed.
I love playing with flavours. Sometimes you can't beat a classic.
Oh,
I'm sticking with the original.
Winning!
Okay, we've had a little break. We've had a Kit Kat. Move on to number 3, the UK version on this side. Let's have a look.
Oh, okay. Another sugary fizzy drink.
Red Bull, energy drink, caffeine,
Formula
touring,
One.
Formula
Skiing.
One. Is it a drinks company? Is it a
Sports company.
sports and
Extreme
media
sports.
company? Like,
Who knows now?
yeah.
Pull a little bit out. Remind ourselves of the flavour. You're right, it's caffeinated. It's got taurine in it. It's sugar diluted with water. Then it's carbonated. And it is pasteurised.
Yeah, I forget how yellow it is.
Cheers.
Whoa, yeah, that smell
It
brings me
almost
back to
smells
about
medicinal.
11 o'clock at night thinking I need to pick me up.
And in terms of its origins, we're talking the early 1980s.
I don't understand. Red Bull is Red Bull.
Red Bull is exactly Red Bull. This, the only one that's a slight twist on the format. This,
What is that? There are two balls. Yeah, it's exactly the same logo.
So it's Red Bull.
It looks like a medicine.
this is Thai Red Bull. It is not the same brand. It pre-existed 11 years before this creator saw it in Thailand, came back, worked with a pharmaceutical company to produce this. Now the difference here...
Okay, right, I really want to have to sleep tonight.
Now the difference with this is it's not carbonated, it's slightly thicker.
Oh, it smells like...
And almost concentrated in it.
It smells like medicine.
Cheers.
Oh, it's thicker and syrupier, isn't it?
That's what that's meant to taste like that.
All the way around.
Although yeah, but that's
But that's been carbonated and diluted. And pasteurised.
This is almost caramelly.
This version, which is the original, is more concentrated, it is more sweet, it is not carbonated, and it was consumed by Muay Thai fighters before a game to give them that extra energy. And interestingly enough, it was the marketing director of a toothpaste company who was in Thailand who tried it and realised it got rid of his jet lag, that thought, this is genius, I will bring the idea back, work with a pharmaceutical company and produce this.
That has blown my little mind.
Per 100 millilitres, this has got 46 calories, whereas this has got 96 calories.
Wow.
Twice.
And you're absolutely right in terms of how they get away with the branding. I don't know the backstory to that. If you guys do, comment down below. But it's fascinating that actually the version that we know and love in the UK is not the original. It started in Thailand. Do you have a favourite?
Yeah, my favourite's the Thai one.
Same.
Favourite flavour, but I'll be drinking this one.
Yeah, you're right actually. To sip at, favourite flavour.
Yeah.
This one, a more familiar application, and I think that fizz is something that we also expect of cold sodas.
Wow.
One more.
That was
One more.
interesting.
Last one.
Oh.
This might not be your favourite. Lift the gloss on A.
Yes! No! Yes!
You either love it or you hate it.
Hate it.
Yeah, and this is the division in the table. Down here, we love it, you don't. Marmite.
This is something that I find my body craves at times. Like, I think if it's high in zinc, isn't it?
Very possibly. I always know it as the sort of the B12 necessity.
It is one of the most distinctive food smells. It really is. It's a yeast extract.
It is genius. It is the byproduct of the brewing industry. It's taking all of the yeast extract, so yeast in suspension, adding salt and heating it and reducing it, and you end up with this. And you're right, it is a salty, yeasty, umami spread that is full, because it's got the yeast in it, of B12. So it's one of the only considered vegan products that has B12. So it's a little jar of dead yeast, and it tastes great.
They should put it on the label, shouldn't they?
They really should.
Well, if we are talking label, they treat it as a breakfast food. So put the oomph in your breakfast and wake up your taste buds. But I feel like Marmite has a home as an ingredient in cooking too. Let's all have a taste.
Yeah! I lather it on to my bread. Like, I have nice clumpy bits of Marmite to give it a real kick.
I don't like it in the volumes he does.
Yeah,
Flipping heck, Baz.
You like a little bit of cracker. Like a little bit of cracker with your Marmite. Excellent.
Cheers.
Do you want to? I know you'll love it or hate it.
Come on, mate. Oh, so good.
It's so shiny and glossy.
You know what?
And it is so good for you. And I'm with you. For me, if I've had a particularly heavy night, my body craves nutrients. Marmite on a crumpet or on toast. So good. That's a lot. So that's the one we're used to in the UK, Marmite. Lift the cloche on B.
We're going down under.
Vegemite.
Ooh.
Which we have had this conversation and debate on the channel forever and ever with you guys. I've never actually tried it.
Same.
I bet I hate it just as much.
Proudly made in Australia since 1923. So this is 101 years old, and this is a little more, but there's not a lot in it.
Oh, straight away, a lot less glossy. It's so okay.
Ooh.
It's a very...
That's very different.
Very different, and I've got to try and find the words to describe how it's different.
Beefier.
Oh, beefy.
I would say more vegetably, given its Vegemite.
Gimme.
Raisiny.
Okay.
fig, raisin.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So my understanding is this is made from wheat and barley, but also a reduction of vegetables, hence Vegemite. Whereas that one has got barley, oats, rye, and wheat. It's more like spreading fudge or butter, as opposed to it being really sticky. And it's presumably your measure's like that, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I hope I like this.
Oh no.
Oh, I like that.
I do, but I can't really get my head around it. Because it is so different.
It's nothing like Marmite.
Oh, until the end. Oh no. Oh no. No.
You're right in terms of, I know you said figgy. I do get more fruitiness coming from it than a Marmite.
It's not as bad as Marmite, but it's still not good.
Marmite and cheddar, winning combo over time. I can see myself like trying Vegemite with different cheeses, softer cheeses. I think it'll work quite nicely with.
So both are very similar, both incredibly intense. I would 100% agree with that. Vegemite, as the name suggests, contains vegetable juice, as well as the grains that we use, and the yeast and the salt.
It does taste more earthy as well.
The fact of the matter is, both spreads are over 100 years old, and both are loved or hated, depending on where you are. So I think over here it's always Marmite, and over in Australia it's always going to be Vegemite, and I think that is probably just a familiarity thing. So Marmite, the UK version, gets its name from the shape of the jar, a Marmite, which is a French vessel shaped like that, which is why it has always been in a jar that shape. It is a Marmite jar full of the yeast extract, which is now taking the name Marmite.
Oh wow, okay, had no idea.
And the one in Australia began in Melbourne, and it was basically when a food producer wanted to try and recreate this amazing British spread, worked with a chemist and came up with that.
Right.
And actually it kind of rose to fame, even though this was first and everyone loved it, it rose to fame in the war when the Australians couldn't get hold of the British spread.
Gotcha.
So that was a good second place, which then actually overtook and became the thing that's loved. This might be tricky for you, Jay. Which do you prefer? The origins of Marmite as we grew up and loved it, or from the other side of the world, Vegemite?
I hated Vegemite the least because that repulsed me on the way in and when I swallowed, whereas that only repulsed me when I swallowed.
Excellent.
Good. I'm glad that's on camera.
Right.
Vegemite, pleasantly surprised by. Very, very nice. But I don't think anything can top the ultimate Marmite.
Which you would bathe in if given the chance by the looks of it. I think I'm with you. Actually, I prefer... This is easier to spread.
On crackers, yeah.
But I don't prefer it as a taste and a flavour. Nostalgia all the way. Give me my dead yeast in a jar any day. I'm sticking to the classic.
You have such a way with words.
Factually correct. There you go. We've compared 4 UK products with the equivalent from somewhere else in the world. A big open discussion. Comment down below. What do you think?
Oh, okay.